Alright, folks, we're back with the Conquering Britannia series. And the plan is simple. We're gonna look into the start of invading Ireland. I think logically it makes the most sense. England right now, there is 0 point in us even attempting that at the moment. We would get an arse whooping of a lifetime, lads, if we attempted to get into England right now. Scotland's in a bit of a civil war. It's all over the place, you know. So we could take advantage, but is there any point? We'd have to fabricate a claim, and God knows how many wars we'd have to start with Scotland one by one to get anywhere. But Ireland is scattered, and it's just a ton of weak factions. We'll hit this one first and move on. They've got no allies. They've barely got any men. So, where's me bishop? Come on, Hugh. Let's get fabricating, my buddy. My rival has died and my stress has gone down a bit. Didn't even know she was our rival, to be honest with you. Don't have a clue who she is. But apparently she died from a seizure. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. And so it begins. The invasion of Ireland. This is it, lads. We're going in. This war's going to be a bit pricey, but you know what? It's alright. It is alright. Faction created against me? Who dares rise up against you? Oh, man. I was trying to take advantage of when I marched the lads away, you know. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. This isn't the time for a crusade, buddy. This isn't the time for a crusade. Alright, we don't really want to go on a crusade right now. Because it's going to be a bit of a pain. Especially with the invasion of Ireland. So, we're just going to have to donate some gold to the Popey boy. Here you go, Pope. We don't want to go on a crusade. But the good news is, now that we've actually stepped into Ireland, because I'm a diplomat and I have quite a few points in diplomacy, we actually have the forced vassalization perk, which basically means you can force your neighbors to become your vassal if you're higher rank than them. And, well, that's only a duke rank, which means we can declare war and force it to fully become under our control. And then also, I think the plan would be to just call in our allies. We have tons of prestige, so we may as well just start using it. Call in these allies of ours. And they can do the fighting for us. Well, lads, the war has started, and I don't, at the moment, plan on raising my armies. Okay, now they're sailing into mainland Wales, which is a bit of an issue. But the Swedes have arrived, and one of the French lords are on their way. Alright, lads, we had to raise the armies. It was getting a bit worrying. This war is going to cost us, after all. Well, we were just running back and forth. We'd run over here, take this, run back, they'd run over here. But actually taking their capital, we just kidnapped the little girl that's leader. So this war, lads, this war is over. Alright, so as the result of the war, the south of Ireland is now Wales. It's all part of the plan. The only problem we have right now is that if I was to invade more of Ireland, which I can, we can pretty much declare war with anyone, any of the neighboring ones, and force them to be our vassals. The problem we have is due to our succession rule. So from my understanding of our succession laws, this rule means if I was to form the Kingdom of Ireland, when I die, one son would become the King of Wales, the other son would become the King of Ireland. Is it this one that basically says... So if I don't create the Kingdom of Ireland, but I take of all of Ireland, he shouldn't become the King of Ireland because that title doesn't exist. Whereas with this one, it says titles will be created for them. So am I to believe as long as I don't create Ireland, we're fine? That is the thinking at the moment, in which case we probably could just start vassaling all of Ireland. Well, in that case, folks, we got some wars to start. The invasion of Ireland continues. Well, that is another part of Ireland under our control. The only problem with this is, vassling them all, they're all gonna hate me and despise me. So we're basically gonna have a load of lords that serve me, but also all want me dead. Which isn't ideal, but hey, we can work with that. Or I guess on to the next ones, lads. Well, folks, we got a bit of a situation on our hands. How do I put it? Ireland has risen up in rebellion already, while I'm trying to invade another chunk of Ireland. Alright. We're gonna have to call in the allies, I think. At least to join the independence war. The vassalization war is pretty much done for. That's not a problem. Alright, well, they're burning Wales to the ground, so in retaliation, me and the lads are burning basically all of Ireland to the ground. Medieval wars, eh, lads? You gotta love them. Oh man, it's basically a race to who can burn who to the ground first. But we gotta get over here quick, because this dude is causing some issues with my vassalization war. Oh shit, lads, it's going all over the place now. We're bankrupt, my wife's dead. I mean, I'm still fighting this vassal war. There we go. The vassal war is over. But this guy's not backing down, so we're just gonna have to kill him quick. Alright, for the time being, we have managed to end all the wars in Ireland. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ireland is not stable by a long shot. This kingdom is gonna fall apart sooner or later. But we've at least got peace for now. What we need to do to try and, like, resolve some of the hate between Wales and Ireland, it's gonna take years before it happens, but if we can try and convert it to all Catholic as well, just so it matches, then also we need to somehow turn the entirety of the Irish Welsh. You know, I don't know how we're gonna do it, lads. It's gonna take years and years. But we'll attempt it, eh? We'll attempt it. But we only have 2 more regions to take. And we got enough prestige. I'd say we just go for it, to be honest with you, lads. Well, while I've got all the lads out here, the English are out here, the Swedes are already out here, we may as well call them into war to join the final attack on forcing these to be our vassal. Come on in, lads. You know, let's get this over and done with. You can do it. And that's it, lads. That is it. We have invaded all of Ireland. And what happens the moment we take Ireland, lads? Bunch of peasants all over the country have risen up in rebellion. You know how it is. We're gonna crush this peasant rebellion. Come on. There we go. Rebellion crushed. Ah, man, rebellions cost money. All right, we've regained some control. A peasant revolt has been crushed. Ireland has been taken. All seems good. We have a good chunk of money. Our prestige is pretty much all spent on these wars. It's what's gonna be awkward, lads, is when I finally die and my son takes over. You know, I think this kingdom might fall apart. That's my only concern. All I know is when my son takes over, he's gonna have to make some alliances quick to defend his kingdom because Ireland is not happy, and I don't blame them. We just invaded the entire country, so I mean, I'd be a bit pissed over that too. But it does mean we're one step closer to conquering all of Britannia. I think in terms of strength, I think the Scots have to be next, right? We'll have to see what happens. But that is the plan either way. Scotland, I think, is next. But if we take a look at the Empire title, how close are we to the Empire title? We need 2 kingdom titles, but we can make the title of Ireland. I just don't want to until... Because if I die, my sons will split the kingdom in 2. But we do need 75 regions. But that's going to be it for this part. As always, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.